Ooh, kill 'em, yas! How's it going, guys? BulkyCottonCandy here for our team builder. Yeah, I know. I haven't done a team builder in a long time. I haven't even done a team builder this season. Anyways, we're here for our season 1, week 4 team builder, where your Duke City Doublades will be taking on none other than the Sacramento Kinglers, coached by Stay Musical. Now, I know I haven't done a team builder, and it's our first one. It's really because I've had a lot of things going on in my daily life that have prevented me from making all the videos I need to, and I talked a little bit more about it in the update video that went up on Tuesday, so you can go check that out if you haven't already, but that's not the time for this. Anyways, let's move on to my opponent. He's got Mega Lopunny, which is arguably the best Mega in the metagame, especially rocking like the normal fighting stab with the ability of Scrappy, base 136 attack, base 135 speed, and it's a huge threat that can, and I mean, it makes it just a huge threat and just can annihilate really any team. He's also got Skarmory, which is a really good hazard setter, getting rocks and spikes, and along with Defog to clear the hazards. And it gets sturdy, guaranteeing at least one turn on the field, and it can really help wear down walls, especially if you're talking Rocky Helmet. And it also gets access to Whirlwind and can phase mine out with that monstrous defense stat at base 140, and it's really so that makes it really tough to get rid of. And then after that, the bane of the entire metagame, the bane of my existence, Cresselia. Cresselia is so tough to get through since it's just the wall of all walls. I mean, base 120 HP, base 120 special defense, or base 120 defense, sorry, excuse me, and base 130 special defense. I run like so many calcs, and nothing in the metagame has guaranteed OHKO against this thing. The best thing I got was a max attack Adamant Mega Absol. It had a 75% chance to OHKO with the knockoff on an uninvested, at no HP, no defense EVs, uninvested Cresselia. 75%. Granted, it's 75%, it's really good, but that's not invested. But who's not going to invest in Cresselia's HP? Let's be honest here. Not even, and then again, not even a max attack choice banded Hyperspace Fury from a Hoopa Unbound is guaranteed to KO. Granted, it's 93%, but you get the point. Alright, you get the point. Nothing can OHKO this thing. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Moving on, and now that I can calm my nerves and my cholesterol can start going down, now that I'm not talking about Cresselia, we have Raikou, the only legendary beast that's not on my team, and I'm okay with it, actually, I'm okay with it. Raikou does have a great move pool and has good stats, being the fastest and most specially offensive of the 3 beasts. Where it lacks is its HP and defense stats at base 75 and 90 respectively. And this thing does not want to take a ground type move. Like, it does not want to take a ground type move at all, even if it's not stab. Next, he has his ground water type Gastrodon. On paper, Gastrodon doesn't have the best stats, with its 2 best stats being its HP and special attack at 111 and 92 respectively. And its defenses aren't anything to really brag about, but it does have has that one weakness to grass. And let's not forget it gets access to recover too. So if you're using leftovers recover, it's gonna be really tough to get rid of that thing. Can you actually just keep playing? Can you just keep playing? I'd appreciate that. Thanks. So that's how he can really like use. That's how you can use Gastrodon as a quote-unquote wall, I guess you could say. Either way, his fire type is Darmanitan, which is just an offensive monster. It has a great physical move pool. I know, like, you can run, like, I think it's Stone Edge or maybe Rock Slide, like, Superpower, U-Turn, and Flare Blitz, and, like, just run Max Attack Adamant, or Max Attack Max Being Jolly if you really want to, and just tear through people. It's got base 140 attack, so it doesn't really need any help there, and although it seems like a glass cannon, it has the ability to take a hit or two, if you invest a little bit in its HP, base 105, and So it can take a hit, maybe 2, but if it's running Flare Blitz, it's not really going to do too much because it takes a third of the damage that it deals out every single turn. Now, Roserade is where I kind of run into an issue. The Grass Poison types are, it's just a great typing. It's a great typing. It only has 2 weaknesses to Fire and Psychic, and counters Fairy types pretty well. Excuse me. Roserade is mainly used as a special wall that hits back hard with the Technician boosted Hidden Power, so that's really what I'm expecting is like a Technician boosted Hidden Power Grass. Excuse me, not Hidden Power Grass. Like Hidden Power Fire or Hidden Power Flying if he wants to be that guy. Maybe even Hidden Power Rock for like Entei. Or Hidden Power Ground, maybe even Hidden Power Water if he really, really wants to be that guy. So that's really what I'm expecting out of Roserade. I'm not expecting Aromatisse to come, because it really doesn't have all that great matchup against my team since I have so many mods that can just blow it through the 19th dimension in one hit, and really not break a sweat doing it. But it's not a bad lower tier wall. It does get access to Wish and Protect, but losing the ability to use Eviolite like Spritzee can and LC is really what hinders the most as a mon, and that's really it. And let's be honest about Noivern. Its goal is to come in as max speed, max special attack, specs, and drop a Boom Burst or a Draco and get out before it gets destroyed. And VMAX in a high speed tier at base 123, it naturally outspeeds everything on my team. Sandslash is a decent ground type for him, but I really see it only coming as a defensive rocker and spinner, which is walled by Mega Sableye, and I don't really have much more to say on there, so. Lastly, we have the annoyance that is Liepard, my cholesterol. I can already feel my cholesterol rising again. I can already feel it rising again. It's a Prankster, T-Waver, Encore, Trick, and it gets Foul Play to shut down physical mons. And it already has base 106 speed. I just hate Liepard with not a burning, but a fuming passion. And that's worse than burning, if there was any confusion. Now, let's calm down. Let my cholesterol resettle for a bit, settle for a bit. And now let's move on to your Duke City Doublades. First thing is first. We made a couple of changes to our roster last week so that we could have utilized, but we didn't decide not to, not just for reasons I don't really remember, because I didn't take notes and I didn't do a team builder, so I don't really remember why we didn't utilize them. But first off, we traded Mian Xiao to the Dallas Staryu, whom we battled in Week 2, in return for regular Kyurem. And we then proceeded to drop Amoonguss and scoop up the recently dropped Tangrowth from the Black Mountain Cougars, who I don't think we face, but we might. Do we face them? Hold on, I need to look at this. really quick. Do we face Blackmon? What's their abbreviation? BLM, okay. Do we face Blackmon? We do not face them at all. Okay, that's fine. I was just wondering if we faced them or not. Anyways, we picked up that. I thought he was looking for Amoonguss, so no, that's something totally different. Never mind. I thought he was looking for Amoonguss, and he wasn't. So I was really hesitant to kind of pick up Tangrowth since he just dropped it. It kind of would have been like a really jerk move by me, but he wasn't even looking for it, so it didn't really matter. The thing about Kyurem is that the trade of Mienshao to Dallas for Kyurem was really due to the fact that I had Hitmonlee and Mienshao, which really did the same job, and I didn't need the hindrance of having 2 fighting mons that really played the same role, and because that really limited me to 10, not 11 mons I could bring. And Kyurem brought a great HP stat along with 2 good attacking options, being physical or special, base 130 in both of those, as well as a mix, and it can be mixed as well. And the speed stat isn't too shabby as well. I think it's base 95? 90, 95? I don't know off the top of my head, but it's decent. It's decent. And as for Tangrowth over Amoonguss, Tangrowth gives me a much better overall base stats, and running AV on it wouldn't be a bad option to make it bulkier and kind of make up for what it lacks in special defense. And its defense stats are pretty well distributed along with the HP stat. Although I do lose the poison typing and the ability to spore, Tangrowth can also run knockoff, and so there's an option there, and it doesn't put all the pressure on Mew and Mega Sableye, and it's a really good defensive mon as it is, and it does get Regenerator as well, so I didn't really see the loss. Really, the only thing I would like is if Tangrowth got Spore. And maybe the Poison typing. Because that would give one of its decently, well pretty well used, that would give a pretty well used, move on it. It's, an extra stat boost, but you win some, you lose some, right? Right. Now let's just move on to the team this week. My thought process this week was to out-offense his offense. So while yes, I do have my walls and my checks are more of a, I can take a hit and blow you all the way to Jupiter if you stay in, checks rather than like you can't touch me checks. So basically, it's more offensive than it is stally, and being that I play a lot of like Battle Factory where I have to adapt to the team that's given to me, and being that I play a lot of, and I mean I've kind of learned that although I do like to play bulk and stall and like on the passive side of things just because I'm really cautious, I'm able to be aggressive and adapt to what the team needs to be to win as long as I'm focused. If I'm focused and dialed in, I can do it. If I'm not focused and I'm not dialed in, I'm going to have a rough time. So I really need to just keep my win conditions this week, and that's what really was taking me down in past weeks. So, moving on to the team. First up, we are bringing Big 20, the Mega Sableye. Because there's really no reason not to bring my Mega Sableye. I mean, yes, he does have a scrappy Mega Lopunny, but honestly, I have other means of stopping it, and Sableye is really going to be bait for Mega Lopunny most of the part. I'm running a... You might wonder, whoa, slow your roll. What is this? Hold on. Why is that all messed up? Okay, that should be good. Let's make sure this saves. Does that save? Yes, okay, good. I'm running a physically offensive Mega Sableye with max HP, max attack, 4 in defense, with an adamant mage there, movesets, Sucker Punch, Knockoff, Recover, and Protect. Protect is there, so if I have to stay in on HJK, I can, and he'll take 50% on the miss, or on the Protect rather. The other moves are there for obvious reasons, and if I can get the Lopunny down to like 15%, Sucker Punch actually takes it out. So we're doing good there. Next up, we're bringing Mew, and it's more of a bulkier one this time around, with max HP, 104 special defense, 152 in speed, and a careful nature, just to kind of boost up this special defense a little bit. And I'm running Will-O-Wisp, Taunt, Roost, and U-Turn. More so than a pivot. Taunt is for things like Cresselia and other things I like to set up and use status moves so that they can't do that at all, so Mew kind of stops them there. I can also taunt the Liepard, so I can only use Foul Play, and then switch into Big 20, which will pretty much stop that, or even another one of my walls later on that can stop that as well. Or I can just stay in Mew and U-Turn. Stay with Mew and U-Turn. That would work as well, especially since I think I outspeed Liepard, but I'm not sure. Liepard's probably running max speed though, so I don't outspeed it. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Anyways, Mew's more of a pin. Aside from Roserade and Matisse, he doesn't really have any clerics he can run, unless he wants to run Heal Bell Mega Lopunny, but let's be realistic. I really only see Roserade coming, seeing as I brought Flamethrower Mew in the past, and I'd love to bring Flamethrower Mew along with Flamethrower Ice Beam. I love that set. He might fear that and switch out Roserade on Mew, so I can bring it in on a safer mon and cleric his mons up. And so that's pretty much what Mew is going to be doing. It's more of a pivot than anything else. So, moving on, we have the Almighty Entei. Simple set here, really not explaining needed to be doing. I mean, it's Expert Belt, Extreme Speed, Sacred Fire, Stone Edge, Bulldoze, Max Attack, Max Speed, 4 in 4 in special defense for whatever reason, and adamant because I have to run extreme speed, which kind of sucks because I would really like to run jolly, but as I've been saying, you win some, you lose some. I didn't really see a need for Ironhead this week because I don't think Aromatisse is coming. I don't think Aromatisse is coming. It's just very unlikely because I have a better matchup against it than anything else. And if it does come, and if it comes to it, E-Speed Entei does 33% to, at a minimum, does 33% to Lopunny, so I can use that after wheeling down some of his team, or really just wheeling down Mega Lopunny at that point. Moving on, we've got Cyclone, the Tornadus Therian, rocking yet another pretty standard set. Assault Vest with max HP, 160 special attack, 48 in defense to take some hits, and 48 in speed with a modest nature. Air Slash is there to OHKO the Lopunny, and Ice Punch does up to 62%, while Return can do up to 63%. So there's no need to worry about that unless he's +2. I can take a +1. I can take a +1. Ice Punch does 93% max at +1. So barring a crit, I can check Mega Lopunny. I've got U-Turn for momentum, Heat Wave's there for coverage on Skarmory and whatnot, and then lastly Hidden Power Ground is there if I can catch Raikou on a switch. Second to last in the lineup, making his debut, we're bringing out the Mon, the Myth, the Legend, Voltage! I call Kyurem Voltage because Shiny Kyurem looks a lot like Mountain Dew Voltage, and Voltage sounds a lot cooler than Whiteout, which was what I would call it if it was not shiny, so that's that. That's that. Kyurem's a Life Orb, max special attack, max speed, 4 in special defense. We're carrying Dragon Pulse, Draco Meteor, and Ice Beam because it's stab. And Ice Beam does a number on a good amount of his mons. And Earth Power, because a Choice Specs modest Raikou can do 43% max with a Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball of all things, if you bring Shadow Ball. While Earth Power has a 25% chance to OHKO, and Draco does 94% minimum, so I think that is fair enough. I see that. I mean, I would not mind taking 93% and just firing off a big old Draco Meteor and knocking him out. And it is 95 base speed. I meant to look at that. And lastly, we have yet another Pokemon Natives review. He stands 6 feet, 7 inches tall, weighing at 283 pounds. Cut me the Tangrowth! I don't know why I'm yelling and stuff. Anyways, why do my stats keep resetting? What is this? I'm max HP. I'm max defense, and I am 4 in attack. Thank you. Now, does that save? Please tell me that saves. Yes. Okay. That, I swear to God, if that does not save when I go into this match, oh, I'm gonna be so upset. Anyways, sorry about the whole like Bruce Buffer going thing. I had to do it. Tangrowth is holding the Rocky helmet and coming in with Regenerator. As I said, max HP, 4 in attack, and max defense. Rocking, get it? Because it's holding the Rocky helmet. No, too soon, just too late. Alright, cool. Earthquake for the Raikou as well as general coverage since I do resist Raikou's stab. Giga Drain for recovery, and it does 33% minimum to Lopunny, and he can only do 39% max with an HJK, which, funny thing, it does more than Ice Punch, and has a chance to miss as well. So either way, if he goes for HJK and hits, or HJK and misses, he's taking damage. Sludge Bomb for more coverage, and it covers if I have to go on the Aromatisse, if he brings Aromatisse, and then Leech Seed for recovery as well. Seeing as how Lopunny really doesn't do much to Tangrowth, and if he lands HJK, he's taking damage. I see Tangrowth as a great counter because seeing as how HJK does 39% max, barring a crit, I can easily get that back with getting a Leech Seed off and Regenerator. And Rocky Helmet works really well against Mega Lopunny. I've seen things just run Rocky Helmet and just switch in on Lopunny, and that's how they take it down. And then they have priority somehow to just take it down, like with a big Bullet Punch or Extreme Speed, Sucker Punch, something like that. Mach Punch even. So that's the team this week. We're planning to out-offense his offense. I'm nervous because the match is going to be right after this, so I gotta get that heck out of here. If you guys enjoyed this team builder, please hit that like button. If you guys really enjoyed this team builder, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And I am BulkyCottonCandy, the coach of your Duke City Duke Blades. Now, see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.